Hello there. Well, a couple of years ago, well actually the last 10 years or so, Pattaya has been expanding and people have been buying up real estate, whether it's to live or as an investment or as a second home over the last decade or so. And projects have been coming up all over Pattaya. A couple of years ago it was Wongama, it was quite popular. But right now the flavour of the month and hopefully the year is Jomtien Second Road. Now that's quite important because they've got the road finished. It's not like Pattaya Road, which took 7 years to build. I mean, goodness sake, they built Olympic stadiums in that time. Never mind. So today we're here for the opening of a new showroom for Orient Resort and Spa. Now, this is a joint venture. It's Nova Group and Matrix, or Matrix, to use the Thai way of saying it. So these two companies have come together. Now, what are the benefits when these companies come together? Well, maybe it's to do with finance, maybe it's to do with experience. But let's go in, look at the showrooms, because this project is quite different in its design and its style. So let's go in and check out the Orient. Okay, now joining me is Patrick Shinners. He is the sales manager for Matrix, but he's actually going to be taking care of the Orient Resort Spa because, as I said, it's Matrix or Matrix, however you want to say it, plus Nova Group. Patrick, great project, lovely model you have here. I'm not talking about the girls, I'm talking about the scale model.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, you've worked with Matrix for a number of years, but this is quite different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different style compared to what Paradise Park, Park Lane and even the Amazon. We've gone for a colonial style. It's kind of unique to what we've done before.
Okay. Now we've got the model here, which obviously it shows a little bit, but tell people what's different, what have you taken as good?
Well, it's the facilities that we're trying to attract people. It's called the Orient Resort and Spa. So we have there's going to be a spa inside for the residents, obviously massages and everything like that. We've one of the biggest, I think, jacuzzis in the pool area. Obviously the gym is going to be a high-class gym, and that's pretty much it. And the parking is underneath the building.
Parking underground?
It's not underground, it's underneath the building. So we've taken out the first floor, and the cars can just park underneath, so they won't get damaged by the sun or anything.
Or if there's any flooding, right? Because we've had that before,
yes,
where it's underground parking and then there's flooding. Yeah.
Correct, yeah. So we will have all the special drainage system and everything like that put in place to make sure that doesn't happen and no flooding.
Okay. Now the gym, we've seen gyms over the last few projects where they've been on even like the penthouse or on the top or whatever. But this one, it's going to be bang in the centre of the resort, isn't it? But it's actually going to be sunken. It's
sunk into the swimming pool. It's quite unique the way we have kind of designed it. You will see it on the master plan. It's unique. It's sunk into the swimming pool. So if anyone's looking, you won't be able to see the gym until you actually physically go on site and see the gym. It's sunken in. It's about, I'd say, 2 or 3 feet down. Okay. Compared to the swimming pool.
All right, now in a minute I'm going to speak to Mickey and I'm going to speak to Ronnie, but as an experienced sales manager, what do you think are the people who's going to buy in the Orient Resort and Spa?
At the moment we're looking at, well, on a personal level I'm looking at the Arab markets, like we have a lot of sales done from Bahrain, Dubai and even Jordanians. We're heading out to Dubai next Friday, this day next week, so there's an exhibition. And our previous one we were in Abu Dhabi and we sold over 10 units. Okay. So we're looking for the same result again, not more obviously, and just previously I've sold 4 more units.
So how has that changed in the last few years? I mean, before was it relying on your website and this type of thing, and word of mouth, of course, which is the best form of advertising? Are you finding you're having to work, and I'm not trying to be facetious, but you find you're having to work a little bit more diligently now?
Of course, and you have to think outside the box. You can't just wait for the customers to come to you. You have to go to the customers or the clients and look for them and find them, like hence Abu Dhabi and Dubai. We have a couple of people going to China. So we're kind of spreading our wings, trying to take, because, okay, maybe Pattaya might be a bit quiet, but overseas, that's where the clients are, and that's where we have to try and attack them. We have a strong internet-based clientele as well, where we do like mail outs and everything like that, you know, just to try and attract the customer. And obviously, with the name like the Orient, it's very attractive.
And with the setup, like you said, this colonial style, that's going to appeal to certain markets, isn't it, that perhaps wouldn't have purchased before?
Correct, yeah. Depends. I think 99% of the people will love the design. For me, I love it. It's absolutely amazing compared to, as I said before, the other designs that we've done. This is quite unique to what we've achieved before.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Patrick. Right, we're going to have a look in the showroom, and then we'll have a word with Ronnie Feynman and Mickey Haim. Stay tuned. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Okay, now joining me, two very familiar faces in the world of real estate. It's Mickey Haim from Matrix and, of course, Ronnie Feynman from the Nova Group. Gentlemen, nice to see you here today.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you for inviting us. What a fantastic project. Now, I know it's easy for me to say that, but this is something different. The word that I picked up on when I watched your video was the colonial aspect of it. It's like you've taken... And I know you guys tour around. You've taken everything you've seen and put it into this. Tell us a little bit about it, Mickey.
We decided to make a project that it will be more homey, a place that you like to come and feel like you are at home. And to make it, the only way to do it is like to make like an Oriental style. And we choose this design, and this is the result.
Well, it seems to me that you've taken, as ever, your experience over the years, but you're creating something different. I mean, the last time I interviewed yourself, it was at the city centre residences, and that's a different market, I guess, to what you're doing here, right?
Yes. I think we saw that we built the Paradise Park and Amazon. We decided to stop with all the jungles and to improve ourselves to something more innovation. And this style, it's more classic, and it's in different class.
Well, it is classic, exactly. I mean, Ronnie, this is the furnishings, the finishings inside is tremendous, and that's actually all included in the price. I mean, I think pretty much everything except for the curtains and the candelabras.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge obviously is to make something first of all unique. We've done the jungles, Mickey has done the jungles, we've done the high rises, and we thought to ourselves, first we want to do a project that is outstanding. And looking at the colonial style, we feel that the project we have now is just, I mean, I'm in love with it myself, you know. But more important, the furniture package is all in. So everything that you see, you're going to get. And the value for money is just tremendous. And I think at these times, value is one of the main issues, and we really have to put a mark on value, and I think that's what's going to make the project successful, apart from the good looks, of course, yeah?
Well, let's talk about the value, because you've changed the concept. You've went away from, really there's only a few studios, I believe, a studio on each floor, which is really a small amount. So it's more for the one bedroom and the two bedroom. So would you be so kind of tell the viewers the size of those units? And also the starting price. I mean, obviously it goes up as the building goes up and as the floors go up.
I think the customer are looking for a minimum one-bedroom apartment, especially in this area. This is a residential area. We are in Wat Boon, in the middle of Jomtien. This is the first street to connect between Sukhumvit to the beach, direct to the beach. In the middle, we have the Orient. And people looking for home, as I said, so they need something bigger than studio 25 square meter. They have here 35 square meter, one bedroom. This is, we start and we have 70 and even can make bigger than this.
Okay.
So they feel much better with a bigger unit in this area.
All right. And what about the price,
The price, yeah, I mean, we are trying to, we have some units starting from 1.4, 1.5 million. You know, thinking of that's for the one bedroom, and you think about it's fully furnished, it's amazing value.
Okay. So I said in my intro that this is a joint venture, and I have to say, I think in my 10 years of working in media, I don't think I've actually ever had a situation where I'm interviewing two real estate moguls together. You know, normally they're sort of smiling and stabbing each other in the back. No, I'm joking, of course, but why have you done this? Why have you forged this partnership?
I think that first of all we are friends. We've been friends now for a while, and you know, we both have a lot of experience, and we both wanted to do something together, and we talked about it for actually a long time, and then the opportunity came, the land came, and we sat down, and for us it was a natural way to go, because we both know what we are doing. We are both putting our input into the project, so hence the results of the project, and I think, you know, it was an easy decision for us.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add to that, Mickey?
I think the price, it's a very big issue in this project, and because with the same price that we sold before, you get much more and very high class.
Okay.
And this is very important, what we can give from now on to our customers.
Okay. Now, with your company, you've been doing business in this area for a number of years, but there's no doubt that with the advent of the new Jomtien Second Road, it's changed, well, the whole area, and how attractive and accessible it's became as well. I mean, you mentioned Wat Boon. I mean, of course, you can just go along here and you're up on the Sukkot.
When I just came for the first time, the first project Parkland in Wat Boon, Second Road was not exist, but on the map it was exist. So we started to buy lands in this area, and it will develop a lot. All this area will develop, all the infrastructure in Wat Boon will be much more better than now.
Okay.
In the next only a few, maybe 1 or 2 years.
Okay. The last time I interviewed you, Ronnie, you were saying that in a few years' time you can see this being really quite a sort of cosmopolitan area.
I think, yes. First of all, the advantages about this area is that, as you see, the roads are new, and the planning, therefore, is much better than other parts of Pattaya. So you've got wider roads, you've got wider soils, and that, I think, makes for better traffic management. And you know, Jomtien for me is the first time, apart from now Jomtien, that I'm actually in Jomtien. And even though before I wasn't a fan of it, now that I see what's going on in Jomtien, I have to be a fan of it, because really most of the stuff that's happening in Pattaya is happening in Jomtien. So I think Jomtien for the next 10 years will be the main area for development, and especially this area here.
All right, so there's been a shift in focus in terms of the development, but what about the customers? Because in reality, I mean, a lot of my friends work in real estate, and the great thing in a way is that everybody's being a little bit more realistic. Like, how's things? Pretty tough. It's not the way things were 2 years ago. So where are the customers going to come from for this project, you think?
I think now the market has changed, less Russian, but we will see many from the Middle East. Many European come to this project now. They like the classic, and Thai, they love it very much.
Sure. Well, that's it. I mean, again, we've said before how the Thais, their perception of Pattaya and therefore Jomtien has changed over the last few years. Before, they used to think it was like the ugly bird of Thailand, but now they realise there's so much that we have to offer: good infrastructure, good shops, restaurants, and a good lifestyle. Anything you'd like to add to that one?
Yeah, I think that, you know, first of all, of course, at the moment we are on a bumpy road, yeah. But at the same time, we are exploring and actually finding it quite easy to get newer markets to Pattaya. And we are looking at huge markets like the Chinese market, the Indian market, that we are seeing just drops at the moment. But I am sure that 3-5 years down the line, they are probably not replace the Russians, because the Russians are going to be back as soon as the currency gets back to normal. But I think there will be an additional which will create a second boom in Pattaya. We've been seeing that in 2007, 2008. We had a couple of quiet years, but then 2009 came in and we couldn't build as fast as we sold. So these days are coming, and Pattaya is only going one way, it's going forward, really forward, you know.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add, Mick?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go. Two gentlemen who have been working in this field for many, many years, lots and lots of experience, and ultimately they're in it for the long game. They can see that Pattaya is going through its peaks and its troughs, But that's the nature of business. It's ups and downs. And of course, when business is down, maybe it's time for you to grab a bargain. Come along to the Orient Resort and Spa here on Jomtien Second Road. Come in and see the sales team. I've been talking. The website's on the screen. Click on that. You'll find out more information. In the meantime, thank you very much, Mickey. And thank you very much, Ronnie. Nice to see you again. This is Paul. See you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you.